In this video, we will take a look at a harmonic motion word problem. Now, we're told that a Ferris wheel is 45 meters in diameter, and it is boarded from a platform that is 5 meters above the ground. So the 6 o'clock position of the Ferris wheel is level with the loading platform, and the wheel completes one revolution in 15 minutes. So let's just kind of sketch what's going on. When the person gets on the Ferris wheel, we know that they are 5 meters above the ground. Then we know that it takes the Ferris wheel 15 minutes to complete a full revolution. So we know that once 15 minutes has passed, then the person will be 5 meters above the ground again. Then we're told that the Ferris wheel is 45 meters in diameter. Halfway through that revolution, the person will be 50 meters above the ground. Think about it, 5 meters to get to the platform and then 45 meters for the diameter. Now, at what time does that happen? Well, that happens halfway through the cycle. So halfway between 0 and 15 would be 7.5. And if we draw the sketch of the trig graph that happens here, this is just one cycle. This is just one period. So now we can kind of draw our midline and find out some of the details. So let's start by drawing the midline. We know it's going to be in the middle here. So what value does that happen at? Well, look at your 50 and look at your 5. Halfway between 50 and 5, just so you know, if you average those two, you'll get 27.5. That's your midline. Okay, so your amplitude is going to be the distance between the 27.5 and the 50, or between the 27.5 and the 5. So that tells us that our amplitude, I'm just going to do the 27.5 minus 5 because that'll be a little easier. That'll be 22.5. That's my amplitude. All right, my midline, we already found that. That was my y equals 27.5. And then my period, that is how long it takes for the one revolution. And we were told that was 15 minutes. Okay. Now we can write a formula for this graph here for number 2. Remember our pattern, a cosine of 2 pi over b, x plus or minus h plus or minus k. Some of you may be going, well, why can't I write this for sine? You absolutely can. It's just not as easy because we know that cosine starts on the hill on the y-axis. That makes it real easy to do our left and right shifts. All right, so the A value is our amplitude. That was our 22.5. Our B value is our period. That was 15. Look at your sketch to know you can shift it to the right, 7.5. That shifts it to the first hill because remember, we know cosine was supposed to start on the y-axis on a hill. And then you can shift up for your midline, which is your 27.5. Super easy then for number 3. Once you do number 2, now you have the formula to answer number 3, and you're going to substitute 7 in for x. Make sure that you are in radian mode on your calculator so that when you type that in, you're going to get the correct answer. Let's take a look at Desmos. So I want you to take a look at everything that I typed in here on Desmos. You can see that I used an extra set of parentheses, so make sure that I got everything inside of the cosine that needed to be there. And you can tell that it tells us at 7 minutes that the person would be 49.5 meters above ground.